Hi, I'm Jack. I'm a producer here at Beme.
And I'm Amalia. I'm a software engineer at Beme.
And yesterday we put out a question to you guys, a call to action to you all to ask us questions about Amazon Go, which is Amazon's new store in Seattle that just opened this week. Amalia is somewhat of an expert in the technology that Amazon is using in that store, so she's going to answer a bunch of your questions that you all asked on YouTube and in panels about this new technology. So first, I think we should show like the preview ad that Amazon put together to give you a sense of how the store works if you don't already know that. So here's that clip.
4 years ago, we started to wonder, what would shopping look like if you could walk into a store, grab what you want, and just go? What if we could weave the most advanced machine learning, computer vision, and AI into the very fabric of a store so you never have to wait in line? No lines, no checkouts, no registers.
So essentially it's like a convenience store where everything's automated. You just walk in, scan your phone when you walk in, take anything off the shelf that you want, and walk out of the store, and supposedly things automatically get paid for.
Right. They say it's powered by their walkout technology.
Walkout technology. More on that soon. Let's go to the first question.
Can you explain this technology, like baseline? Is it like Stop and Shop where you scan items as you go? Or do you need like a chip or something in your arm?
Can you explain this technology?
Yeah, so, I mean, like I said, they kind of coined it as walkout technology. And that's made possible by computer vision, which is a method in which a computer can actually analyze and understand what's going on in a video or an image.
Computer vision.
Sensor fusion is another one that they list, and that's when you have sensors and you combine the data that you get from these sensors from multiple different sources.
Sensor fusion, number 2.
Right, and then deep learning, which is a class of machine learning that allows the computer to actually recognize things on camera.
Deep learning, number 3. I wish that I did some more deep learning when I was in high school. That's a bad joke.
That's a really bad joke.
Mitchell wants to know, what if you take an item off the shelf and put it in your backpack? Will that item still be accounted for, and will you still pay for that, even if it's sort of obscured and hidden in your backpack? How does that work?
Yeah, you can definitely put your stuff in a backpack. They specifically don't have shopping carts in this store and encourage you to just grab an item. You don't have to actually put it in a physical cart. The cameras on the ceiling, in combination with the sensors that are tracking the weight on the shelves, are combining to basically track whether or not the item that you're grabbing is being replaced.
So that is the sensor fusion technology that you talked about. The cameras are one sensor,
right,
and then there's actually like a scale on each of the shelves that's measuring
right,
if the weight has changed.
And I'm sure
so
there's also
things.
Cameras that are behind the shelves as well.
So there's multiple sensors throughout the store are working together to track where an item is, right, whether it's in your backpack or on the shelf or wherever you decide to put it before you leave the store.
Right.
Benjamin wants to know, what about folks who wear sort of religious headwear that might cover parts of their face, or there's some reason, any limitation on if someone's face is obscured a little bit?
Sure. Amazon explicitly said that they're not using facial recognition. So if you walk in the store, they're not actually analyzing your face. They're not comparing you to other images. They are purely looking at just image recognition and tracking, people's bodies as they're walking through the store and moving and grabbing items and putting them back.
So they're not identifying you when you walk in the store by your face. They're identifying you by scanning in initially, and then they know, okay, Amalia's in the store.
Not only
She's
that,
this blob on the camera.
If you were to walk into Beme, I don't think the only way that I'd be able to identify you is by looking at your face. I think that's similar to what's going on with the videos.
Okay.
So maybe your height, the shape, the way that you walk, any features about clothing, stuff like that.
Okay, so all that stuff is part of this computer vision program that they're using.
Yeah.
Daniel wants to know, what happens if twins go into the store wearing the same outfit?
Okay.
Can twins trick the Amazon Go system?
I think twins would likely be able to fool a person, that has 2 eyes and they're blinking and, they might get distracted.
Yeah.
However, because there's hundreds of cameras that are tracking you at any moment in the Amazon Go store from all different angles, I think that it would be really hard to trick it with twins.
They won't lose track of which twin was which.
Right.
From
I
when
mean,
they first walked into
you're
the
always
store.
being tracked from all different angles. So if you like kind of switch places really
Yeah.
quick, the camera still sees that.
All right. Well, if you're twins, good luck trying to trick
I mean,
the
I'd
system.
love
Doesn't
to.
sound like
I would
you
love
can.
to see a video of twins trying to do this, but I don't know.
My question is this idea patent? Like, can other stores start to use this concept right now? And if not, how much longer will it take for this system to be implemented into all the rest of the grocery stores across the U.S.?
I can't really speak to how long, but I do know that Amazon has patented some of the technologies that's powering the store. And like a lot of their other products, they're making, they often make available some of the underlying technologies that power some of their products. So like Alexa.
Yeah.
If you're a developer, you could use their technology to make your own version of Alexa. So I could definitely see this happening in other stores where they're selling the underlying technologies. I don't really know how long it'll take, maybe a couple of years.
Probably if there's a way for Amazon to make money doing this and sending it, giving other stores this technology, it's going to happen sooner than later.
Right. Much like, they use AWS to sell servers and stuff to companies, I could see them eventually wanting to sell products that would help retail stores.
So look out in the next few years for more stores like this.
Yeah.
Dylan says, I saw a video of the inside of the store and the roof was literally covered with cameras, sensors. How is this going to be reasonable to build more for Amazon cost-wise? That's an interesting question. Like, is this sustainable? Can they make more of these? It seems really, really expensive to build a store like this.
I agree. My theory is that this is just a very high fidelity prototype,
Okay.
And it wouldn't necessarily scale. But like most technologies, a lot of the stuff that they're using will probably go down in price over the next couple of years, and it might be a more feasible solution.
I got the feeling that this is more of a place for Amazon to analyze shopping data and look at shopping habits of people rather than having like the perfect time-saving consumer experience. What do you think about that?
So is this just a scheme to collect people's data and information?
I mean, they're definitely collecting data, and they're constantly, observing people's shopping habits, even online.
Yeah.
I would argue that a lot of this data collection is in order to improve their processes. The Amazon Go store in general is a convenience thing, probably based on a lot of the data they've already collected.
Like you said before, this is a prototype, basically, and,
Right.
and the point of a prototype is to collect data and information and learn how to make this thing better
Right.
for wider use. So yes, they're collecting data and learning about shopping habits, but they're doing that to hopefully make a better experience for the consumers.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Adrian wants to know, what if my phone dies while I'm shopping? Does it still work? Is he a thief if he walks out with a dead phone? Like, does he still get charged?
So from what I understand, the phone portion is only really required to at the beginning. When you walk in the store, you have the QR code on your screen, you scan it. After that, I don't think that you need your phone at all. They're able to track who you are as you're walking through the store, as you're grabbing items, putting them back maybe. And then when you leave, it's still tracking you, and it knows exactly when you leave and when to charge you for the things that have been added to your cart.
So once you enter the store for the first time, everything else is basically happening online. Your phone no longer is important.
Right.
Alessandro, great question. Can they sell alcohol, and how can they control my age while I buy a bottle of gin? Can you go to Amazon Go and buy alcohol if you're underage?
I'm sorry, Alessandro. They do have an employee that is sitting in front of the alcohol aisle. So before you even get your hands on that bottle of gin, they're checking your ID.
So there's a real person in the store checking IDs.
Right.
So maybe if you have a really good fake ID, you can trick that person because it's not a computer.
Maybe. I don't know if I would risk it.
I wouldn't try it. But there is a real person that's checking IDs. So they do sell alcohol,
Right.
but they check IDs first. Interesting.
How many bags of sour gummy worms can I buy at a time using Amazon Go? Can I buy like the whole stock? Can I buy? I want all the sour gummy worms. Okay, can I do that? I want them.
Probably as many as they have on the shelf.
You can buy all the sour gummy worms you want, and you will get charged for all of them. Thank you guys for asking all these questions. Thank you, Amalia, for answering them. Those were very thoughtful,
thanks for having me.
intelligent answers. Thanks for having me. But this concept of computer vision is really exciting, and it's a technology that we're going to see continue to grow in the next few years and be applied not just in shopping and in self-driving cars, but in all different industries. And so Amalia and I are actually planning a video now on computer vision and some other applications for this technology that we're going to see in the coming years. So look out for that. And if you have other technology topics that you'd like to see us cover in this format, comment it in the comment below. Comment in the community tab, wherever you want. Let us know. Tweet us, email us, reach out, and we'll do another one of these videos soon because this was really fun.
Totally.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.
See you next time.